When most people think of Cambodia, they picture the magnificent temples of Angkor Wat or the bustling streets of Phnom Penh. But hidden deep in the northeastern corner of the country lies one of Southeast Asia's best-kept secrets. A province where volcanic lakes shimmer beneath the jungle canopy, where indigenous communities preserve traditions that have existed for centuries, and where life moves at a pace the modern world seems to have forgotten. Welcome to Ratanakiri. Still largely undiscovered internationally, this remote province offers something increasingly rare in today's world: authenticity. But what is it actually like to live here? How much does it cost? Is healthcare available? Are there good schools? And could Ratanakiri become the next hidden paradise for adventurous retirees and digital nomads? Today we're breaking down everything you need to know. Ratanakiri sits in northeastern Cambodia, bordering both Vietnam and Laos. Its capital city, Ban Luang, serves as the gateway to the province's waterfalls, crater lakes, national parks, and indigenous villages. Unlike Cambodia's tourist hotspots, Ratanakiri remains remarkably untouched. The province is home to numerous indigenous groups, including the Tampuan, Jarai, Krayung, and Kachak peoples. Tourism here is still developing. In fact, many travelers describe Ratanakiri as Cambodia before mass tourism. The region is famous for Yak Laom Volcanic Crater Lake, Virache National Park, jungle trekking, waterfalls, gemstone mining, indigenous cultural experiences. Tourism Cambodia notes that once you move beyond Ban Luang, you'll encounter very few international tourists. For those seeking an off-the-beaten-path lifestyle, that's part of the appeal. One of Ratanakiri's biggest advantages is affordability. Housing a modest one-bedroom apartment in Ban Luang typically ranges between $120 to $250 a month. A larger modern house, $250 to $450 a month. Luxury housing options are limited compared to Phnom Penh. However, this keeps prices relatively low. Utilities expect monthly expenses of electricity, $30 to $80, water, $5 to $10, internet, $15 to $30, mobile phone plan, $5 to $10, groceries. Local markets offer exceptional value. Monthly grocery costs, single person, $80 to $150. Couple, $150 to $250. Dining out, Cambodia remains one of Southeast Asia's most affordable countries for eating out. Typical prices include street food, $1 to $2, local restaurants, $2 to $5, Western meals, $6 to $12. Total monthly budget. For a comfortable lifestyle, single person, $500 to $800 a month. Couples, $900 to $1,200 a month. Compared to Thailand or Bali, Ratanakiri remains significantly cheaper. Food in Ratanakiri reflects Cambodia's rural traditions. Staples include rice dishes, fresh vegetables, river fish, grilled meats, tropical fruits. Popular Cambodian dishes include fish, amak, lok lak, kui tiv, noodle soup, prahok-based specialties. The local markets in Ban Luang provide access to fresh produce at extremely low prices. For adventurous eaters, indigenous communities also prepare traditional forest foods that are rarely found elsewhere in Cambodia. Western dining options exist, but remain limited. This isn't Bangkok. It's a place where local cuisine dominates daily life. Transportation is one area where living in Ratanakiri requires flexibility. Motorcycles are the preferred mode of transport. Monthly motorcycle rentals range from $50 to $80, purchasing a used bike, $300 to $1,000. Tourism Cambodia reports that buses connect Ban Luang with Phnom Penh, with travel times averaging around 8 hours. Within Ban Luang itself, tuk-tuks remain affordable. Traffic is minimal. Roads continue improving each year. However, if you're expecting extensive public transportation systems similar to Singapore or Kuala Lumpur, you may be disappointed. Ratanakiri rewards independence. Healthcare represents one of the biggest considerations for potential long-term residents. Basic healthcare services are available in Ban Luang. Routine treatments and consultations are generally affordable. Average costs include clinic visits, $10 to $30, dental cleaning, $20 to $40, Local hospital stays, $50 to $150 per day. However, for serious medical conditions, many residents travel to Phnom Penh, Thailand. Vietnam International Health Insurance is strongly recommended. Monthly premiums typically range between $50 and $200. If access to world-class healthcare is your highest priority, Ratanakiri may present challenges. But for healthy individuals comfortable with occasional travel for specialized care, the situation is manageable. Families considering Ratanakiri should carefully evaluate educational options. Government schools are available throughout the province. However, resources can vary significantly. Private education options remain limited compared to larger Cambodian cities. Some families choose homeschooling, online international programs, boarding schools in Phnom Penh for retirees or single expats. This may not matter. But for families with school-aged children, education becomes an important factor. Ratanakiri is improving, yet it still prioritizes simplicity over extensive infrastructure. In terms of personal safety, Ratanakiri performs surprisingly well. Violent crime against foreigners remains relatively uncommon. Many travelers describe the region as relaxed and welcoming. However, there are practical considerations: road conditions in remote areas, limited emergency services, wildlife risks during jungle trekking, seasonal flooding during heavy rains. Common sense precautions remain important. But overall, Ratanakiri offers a slower, safer pace of life than many major cities. Ratanakiri may be ideal for nature lovers, adventure seekers, retirees wanting simplicity, slow travelers, writers and creatives seeking inspiration, eco-conscious expats. However, it may not suit luxury seekers, families needing elite international schools, individuals requiring specialized medical care nearby, those dependent on big city conveniences. Ratanakiri isn't for everyone, and that's exactly what makes it special. As much of Southeast Asia becomes increasingly commercialized, places like Ratanakiri grow more valuable. Not because they're perfect, but because they're authentic. This is a province where jungle trails outnumber shopping malls, where local markets still define daily life, and where genuine cultural experiences remain possible. For travelers searching beyond the guidebooks, for retirees seeking affordability and tranquility, or for those simply curious about a different way of living, Ratanakiri deserves a place on your radar, because sometimes the most extraordinary destinations are the ones the world hasn't discovered yet. Would you live in Cambodia's hidden frontier? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoy exploring overlooked destinations around the world, don't forget to subscribe, because here at Off Map Travel, we're always searching for the places others miss. Until next time, keep exploring beyond the map.